22-16 now in favor of UC Irvine. We look at the brain trust. Or Charlie Wade.
Charlie Wade trying to find an answer right here, trying to get his team going.
Now you see John Sparrow. Spittle to serve. Hawaii is a long way to go to come back in this fourth game. Dyer, they one-handed. That was a one-handed play.
Well, there's some of the luck that's been going Irvine's way of late. Now it's shifting back to Hawaii.
Irvine certainly with the momentum now. Umloft will serve. Umloft with 19 kills. He was very good last night with 37. But he has not lived up to that tonight. Umloft serves. Montgomery. And that ball hit down by Diamore.
Boy, that was a tough blocking assignment for Hawaii right there. They had Default, Diamore, and Clark in the front row. Dyer committing on the middle, but just kind of shifted off to the right a little bit, not fronting Diamore's right arm.
Default to serve. Gets it in. And that ball is hit over, but long. 24-17. Irvine. And Hawaii calls a timeout here. They just have not, in this fourth game, been able to make progress. They have languished behind, 4 behind, 5 behind, and they are now 7 behind, and 7 is a controlling lead.
And all Charlie Wade can do right now is try and slow down this momentum, get as many pauses as possible, take timeouts, substitutions, and see if he can break this momentum that UC Irvine has right now.
How about the similarity between both nights? You would think that perhaps one team would be better prepared for the second night and it wouldn't be so close. But it has followed the same pattern tonight as it followed last night. That is a rarity.
Yeah, the attackers that both teams have, they're so closely matched. It comes down to a factor of passing and serving. You know, they say passing and serving is everything in volleyball, but especially for this team because they both have similar firepower.
They do. But right now that firepower is on Irvine's side.
And they're passing the ball better. They're doing a better job than they did yesterday and enabling them to run that quick play with the Bic right behind. That play that they're famous for and that they run so well when they're passing well. Hawaii really has no answer for that play.
Sam Morehouse, the backup setter, will come into the game.
And to me, this says that Charlie Wade is pretty much just grasping for answers right now. This is pretty much his last resort, something that he can do to try to mix up this game because Zemyak is actually playing really well. He's digging balls, he's blocking balls, he's getting aces, and he's setting well. He only misconnected with the middles once on that last play. But I guess at this point, Charlie just needs to do something.
So Morehouse has come in as the setter, replacing Zemyak. Default serving dug up by Walker. And Tuaninga in the corner from Morehouse.
Look at Morehouse coming in and getting a one-on-one situation right off the bat. That's nice to see that you have a setter that can step in and run the show.
Tuaninga to serve. That's off the tape. Montgomery, and the ball is hit over by Default. There's Umloft. Montgomery gets it into the air. Default, and then Yoder gets it across. Morehouse to Walker. Walker with a very quick swing, but he sends it wide.
I think that time his jump might have hurt him. He jumped past the ball, had to shorten his arm swing a little bit, and it might have gone off his wrist. sometimes jumping 45 inches doesn't help you.
Here's Morehouse. Dyer gets it across. That ball chased down by Spittle. It's hit over by Reinholm. And Hawaii, Dyer, able to get the ball down. 25-19.
Got to hand it to Morehouse coming off the bench, totally cold, not playing for a while, and being able to run the middle, setting Dyer up for that kill.
Dyer to serve. Dyer serve, taken care of by Yoder, overpass. Here's Umlauf. That ball goes off default. Ball is just pushed over by Yoder. Morehouse to Aninga. And Tuaninga is blocked by number 19, and that's Wynn. And Wynn, since he has come on, has just provided, he has provided the spark.
Yeah, that blocking scheme right there by Irvine is what they call a bunch read. Both blockers are pinched into the middle of the court, and they were handy in order to get 3 people up on Tuaniga's pipe hit.
Clark with the serve. Walker. That ball is dug up by default, and it goes near the net, and they are going to say that Irvine will score the point. 26-19. Irvine dominating now in this 4th game. Clark with that ball spin. Tuaninga. Ball is hit by Rawson, but hit wide. So Hawaii is just falling apart here in the 4th game. 28-19.
Boy, when it rains, it pours, especially in volleyball.
Serving again is Clark. For all intents and purposes, we're going to another game 5. Tuaninga, Morehouse, Walker, and Walker with a shot. That went off. Clark.
Now Morehouse also, as a setter, has a great serve. He's got a lot of work cut out for him, but maybe he could make something happen.
28-20. Serving is Morehouse. Spittle to win. And it is game point. Game point for Irvine. So we're 1 point away from going to game number 5. In the air by Tuaninga, chased down by Morehouse. Umlauf puts it into the net. Umlauf puts it into the net in a kind of a way that's almost embarrassing. 30-20. If you remember last night in game 2, the score was 30-20 Hawaii on the other side. There's all kinds of comparisons between these two teams. But the reality is that we again are going to game number 5. Story of this game is revealed in the numbers. 30-26 Hawaii in game 1, 32-30 extra play Hawaii in game 2, 30-26 Irvine in game 3, 30-20 Irvine dominated in game 4, and here we are again, game 5. When you look at this at the start of game number 5, it is Irvine with the momentum. It is Irvine that is playing the better brand of volleyball as we go into game 5. But it is game 5.
Yeah, you talk about momentum. At one point we said that Hawaii had 11 blocks to 6 for Irvine. Right now, Irvine has 13 to Hawaii's 12. So they have passed up Hawaii now. They're blocking much better. And the hitting percentage in the last game, UC Irvine, 667. That's unheard of. And Hawaii, just a paltry 100.
Wow. Jeez, Hawaii's just lost. It's lost its expertise, perhaps. It's just nothing is working.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how they come out in these first few points. Do they have the fire, the desire to fight back, to fight through all this bad fortune when things aren't going well?
Zemjak is back at setter. Hunt comes into the game. He will take up station in the front row, and Zemjak will serve. So Zemjak will begin the 5th game. Outside it goes to Yoder. That'll be returned. Walker. That ball goes off Clark. Nobody's going to get to it. Hawaii gets the first point of the 5th game.
You know, this is the rotation matchup changes from game to game, and this is the rotation matchup that they had in game 2 when Zemjak scored